Great show. What should we call it?
Yay.
This display goes up to 11K. Dynamo.fm, not Constantinople. End, ... times, ...
Data is the only enterprise Android I know.
Huh. It's not 5G. Up Periscope, down crime. I don't know. I should start editing the show. You guys kick those around.
All right. It's not 5G. Well, if it isn't, then what is it?
It's pre-5G.
CSI Cybergeddon.
CSI Cybergeddon's not bad.
Yeah, pay no attention to the data breaches behind the curtain. We're going to need a bigger OS.
Nice.
Definitely. In fact, what would be great is you've got all that source code, open source community. Just like, I don't know, download, clone everything on GitHub, all of the source, and just put it into one giant ISO. I want to see who can make the largest Linux distro. The one that doesn't even need a repository because it's all just baked in. Oh, you wanted a piece of software?
It's all in there.
Here.
It's in there. We'll call it Prego Linux.
Binaries. Just include the source to everything because it's bigger.
I like the display goes up to 11K.
Yeah.
Go big Linux or go home.
End times. Dynamo.fm. Not Constantinople.
Who's breathing?
I think it's Roger.
Sorry.
Darth Roger.
We're all breathing. We're all breathing, Tom, but...
I like the
Oh, crap. We have a little breaking news here.
Breaking news?
Yeah.
It
In
is.
fact, I should probably record this as a post thing and put it in the main show.
Post is already.
Ellen Pao stepping down as Reddit CEO.
Wow.
Pao said the departure was a mutual decision with the board, due in part to different views on growth potential. They had a more aggressive view than I did, she said.
Well, maybe that will spur more voters, or whatever they will be called.
VOAT. Well, or no, actually, it would be the opposite because the protesters were all wanting her to go. So
Yeah, right.
It's when you're running a platform for the people, you got to go with the will of the people. It's almost like democracy or something. I don't know.
Where did she come from? Wasn't she from somewhere else?
yeah, she was from the financial world,
Okay.
investment.
It's almost like the CEO is a sort of president of some nation state that doesn't exist in meat space, of course, but in cyberspace. And when all of your citizens really don't like your president, sometimes you step down, sometimes you get impeached.
She says she resigned. Altman, which Altman is this? Sam Altman of Y Combinator said that Ellen did an incredible job. It came into a situation she did and was dropped into a crucible. And who is coming back? Huffman is coming back as CEO. Steve Huffman, the co-founder, is taking over immediately.
She did a wonderful job of deleting subreddits, and
Victoria Taylor said she did a great job firing me.
Does this explain why all my subreddits have gone mute?
Have they? Again?
No.
Okay.
I'm mentioning the other protest. But I mean, it just really speaks volume as far as the control that the users have on that platform.
Yeah, for
Kind
sure.
of have the giant business decisions being like that being made.
All right,
Totally
you
makes
know what I'm going
sense.
to do? I'm going to I don't think this will record you guys, but I'm just going to do a brief addendum. So right after the show ended, we found out that Ellen Pao announced she is stepping down as Reddit's CEO. She said she's resigning. She's not being fired. All of the board members had nothing but nice things to say about her. And Reddit co-founder and original CEO Steve Huffman will be immediately taking over as CEO. I found this news out when Veronica Belmont messaged me on Slack and said, "Called it. More coming Monday on Daily Tech News Show." All right. I'm just putting that right in there.
The new CEO of Reddit, Veronica Belmont.
No, it's Steve Huffman.
CEO of Reddit, that's kind of close. That's like you're basically one of the secretaries to the president of the internet, right?
Yeah.
You're in the cabinet, I think.
Hey, isn't I might have wrong. Isn't Drew Curtis's campaign manager? Isn't he from Reddit or was he from Dig?
Who is he?
I don't remember his name.
Don't remember the name.
Drew Curtis runs FARC. I should know this.
Oh, I met some of the cool guys from FARC. I think it's rad that thing is still going so strong.
FARC was really kind to Subbrilliant News back in the late 90s, so I have a very soft spot in my
That's
heart.
Drew Curtis, man. Running for governor.
I've had FARC sysadmins drive me to the airport from a hacker conference in Kentucky. So
FARC is great, man. It's just running out of Drew's house.
Still.
Yep.
For real? Like the servers are in the basement?
I believe so. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I think they are. He's running.
The spirit of the 90s is alive at FARC.com.
in
someone's basement, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time I noticed a bunch of traffic coming in to a Subbrilliant News story, and the referrer was FARC.com is how I found out about them. I was like,
oh,
where
FARC.
the hell is all this coming from?
Love FARC. They've been good to me, too. Good people over there.
That's a GeoCities Angel Fire era site that's still kicking.
Yeah,
I love
FARC.
it. And you know what? Hey, hang on. I think there's a really interesting analogy of that and between that and Reddit, what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know, what's the difference here? What's the staying power?
Huh.
I mean, the community is still a very small community.
Sure.
But you think about the management of FARC in the sense that it's still run in the founder's basement. You know, is Reddit still running in the founder's basement?
I doubt it.
When co-founder's stepping back in, maybe he's like, "Hey guys, I saw you guys were in some trouble. I've got a really big basement."
Alexis Ohanian probably has a bigger basement than Huffman. But that said, is it the size of the basement or the willingness to host from it that's important here?
I think you got to keep it in the basement.
Just keep it in the basement. Look, all
Just
right,
keep
folks?
it in the basement.
Don't.
You're gonna FARC it up if you don't keep it in the basement.
There you go. Don't FARC it up, people.
Well, actually, no. You want to FARC it up. You want to keep it FARC.
Oh no, you want to? Yeah.
Yes. Keep
Let's FARC
FARCing it.
things up.
It is. Yes. It's your duty to the internet. Don't
Duty.
fail us.
Internet, don't fail me now.
Mm.
So what? Yeah, think about it. Like, what else from the era of FARC is still around? Amazon,
Yes.
eBay,
They're still relevant, I guess. PayPal.
ish.
PayPal's still around.
PayPal's not. Is that really from that? I feel like PayPal's
No,
later.
they're totally from the mid '90s, aren't they?
Are they?
I'll tell you in a second.
I could just be like wrong. But
1998. Never mind.
Okay, well, so that's why I was wishy-washy because
I would say
they're coattail riders.
This is the 95 and higher.
PayPal
right?
PayPal still counts though. 90. I'd count PayPal.
Well,
Sure.
well, wait a second. Well, when was FARC?
Yeah, because I don't think FARC started more than 97.
Oh, what are we thinking? FARC launched in '99.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah. Okay.
So
the
no,
list
PayPal
is
counts.
the pre-2000s.
Right.
I mean, technically, Google was pre-2000, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But there's a lot of things that just never really got off the ground before.
Flues.
Flues didn't really get off the ground.
Flues.
No.
Nope. What was Flues? Was that the one where you could get gift cards for people?
It was the online currency
Oh,
where you could give them money and then they would allow you to spend it at select merchants.
what?
So basically, yeah, it was online gift cards, but they
That's
didn't call it
insane.
that.
Who would ever have a currency that's not tangible? You know.
But see, the idea is eventually everyone will take Flues.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Sounds like a floozy idea to me.
Webvan.
Webvan's gone. Good riddance.
Tripod is still around. They went B2B.
Hey, Lycos is still around, but
Lycos is reinventing themselves as like a wearables company, I think.
You know what? Here's how you redefine this list. It has to be companies that have not changed hands.
Well, yeah, because Excite is still around technically,
Right,
but
how
yeah,
many
I wouldn't
times
count
has
that.
Excite sold?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, wow.com, internet.com,
Zombocom.
Zombocom has not sold out.
No,
Zombocom has not.
you can still do anything at Zombocom.
In fact, Zombo.com was created in 1999.
Oh, so it's right there in the FARC era.
It's right there in the FARC era, yeah. I think, that 95 to 2000 was really the heyday.
What's Mahir up to? Is he working at Dynamo FM? Mahir in the mornings.
Actually, DI.FM was December 99.
Ah, look at that. When was
Yeah.
Soma FM? Because I think that was pretty
Well,
close.
actually, it didn't. It started as digitalyimported.com because .fm didn't exist yet, but
Right.
it ended up getting di.fm later. There has to be
Never
a list.
say die.
Please tell me somebody has compiled this list because I really want to see it.
Like who's still around? Who survived?
Yeah, it's basically the VH1 Where Are They Now
Yeah.
of .coms.
Well, and it would take some legwork, but you could look at like all the registrations originated in that time period. And
Right,
then-
so let's just pull the Who Is record and look at every domain registration from 1995 to 2000.
and then
And then
see like which
cross-reference them
ones
with Alexa traffic to see if they were in the top 1,000.
changed, went public, changed hands, etc.
Actually, I bet the Alexa index has a Wayback kind of feature, right?
Oh well, that actually you could just use Wayback. You're right.
Well, but Wayback won't tell you what the most popular sites were
Oh, I
from
guess you're
that
right.
era.
But Alexa might.
Yeah. Oh, Alexa has a 7-day free trial now. What? I thought you used to just be able to pop in a site.
You used to be able to.
You used to be able to do they're not like Zombocom.
You used to be able to do a lot of things in this world, Darren.
No, see, it's when these businesses keep changing, right? And you
Right.
expect to be able to do anything, and then you can't. They took away the Zombo. They had Zombo, now they don't.
The thing about Zombocom is they stayed true to their mission. Of
Right.
letting you do anything you wanted. The only limit
Like
being your
FARC.
mind.
Like FARC.
Yeah.
Right. So
They
what
stayed
we
true to
need
their
is an
mission.
award.
And also
This is-
started the Fubies site. But they mostly stayed true to their mission.
What we need to do, Tom, is we need to create an award from the internet to the sites that have kept farking it up and kept to the Zombocom mission, right?
So it's like a
I know-
lifetime achievement award.
Well, not a lifetime, but yeah, we're coming up on many years.
An internet
20
years. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 20 years on. I've been more alive online than offline. That's crazy.
Hmm.
I'm
trying to figure out
counting
how
my
old I'll
BBS
have to be
days.
for that to happen.
Hey man,
Yeah.
Tom, you should totally have Drew on your show.
Yeah, if he would have time to do it, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I
Or
don't know.
Current Geek would be even better. But yeah, he could. I'd have him on anything he wanted to do.
Yeah. Let me. I don't know. I'll send him an email.
All right.
I'll introduce you to.
He might
think it-
remember me. He might not. I have no idea.
I think his campaign manager used to be at Reddit.
So
I was looking
in
it up.
5 or 6 years, Darren, I will have been alive online longer than and not online.
Okay.
What do you count as online? Like you're starting up your first email?
Oh, I was going from the first time I ever used Gopher.
Mm.
Yeah.
BBSing?
BBSing for
see.
sure.
For the first time I BBS, that was 92.
Did you play Legend of the Red Dragon?
No, I was just
Go for it.
connecting to a site called Ganja Mountain, which was local.
Sure.
And we just, I would just, it was like a message board, right? So we just like hang out.
Oh, wait, no, I did the math wrong. Hold on. 92 is the same for me. That's 20, so 40. Oh, so next year.
Next year would be 20 years?
Well, it's 23. I've been online for 23 years. Next year I will be 46. So then I'll be half and half. So it's only 2.
Almost as long.
Your equilibrium point.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Dang.
Thank you, Super Eddie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great Wikipedia listing here.
Oh, nice.
Internet properties established in 1984. I was established in 1983, so that's something. Let's see.
There was
yeah,
there were no internet properties established in my birth year.
Whoa.
There were some protocols though.
About.com 97.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Still around. This is so good. Anandtech 97. Audible, Auto Trader. That's just the A's. Those are still around. But then you get weird ones like Chow.
Ciao. I love that site.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's the cooking site that CNET bought.
I don't know what. Ciao.
You would think with the last name Kitchen I would know the Chow website, but
Kitchen and Chow.
CNET bought a kitchen.
The year I was born, the first network to use random packet transmission was launched at the University of Hawaii.
Huh. That's probably the year I was born. That was the year I was born.
random packet transmission?
So you'll reach equilibrium now. We went online the same year, and we were born the same year,
Yep.
Glenn.
Yep.
We're like internet brothers.
That's right. Well, it was one of those things. What was your first computer?
A TI 99 4A.
I had, God, I don't remember what I had. I had an 80. I know I had an 8088.
You had an 8088? Yes.
Nice.
We're computer brothers.
That thing took so long to boot up.
PCXT 4.77 megahertz.
I had CompuServe on that.
I also had this Timex Sinclair 1000.
Show off.
The TI 99 is not an easy reach. It's over there.
I remember having conversations.
I just had this Google Glass as a child.
I remember
You're so
asking
young.
about modems, like buying modems. Should I really buy this 14.4 modem? Will I really see an increase in speed?
Yeah, you will, and you can put your 9600 baud back in the box and take it back to the store you bought it from.
I jumped from
I jumped files.
I jumped from a 9600 baud to a 28.8. I milked that 9600 baud. I was like, I don't need the graphical web.
I
What
thought
do
you
I
were
need
gonna
to
say-
waste money on a 14.4 modem for just to see advertisements? And then finally I gave in and I went right to 28.8.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had 28. I went from 14 to 56. I don't think.
Oh, wow.
Let it jump.
Yeah, nicely done.
I
No, I was
remember
on a shell
trying
account. I was on a Unix shell. I browsed in Lynx until 1996.
Yeah, Lynx was.
Hey, have you ever thought to yourself, like when when everything was anonymous, like you didn't, like there weren't public profiles of people and stuff? Have you ever thought about like if you've run into people that you used to like chat with years ago?
Right.
Like, whatever
Like on
happened
news
to
groups
those
and
people?
stuff? Right.
Yeah, whatever
totally.
happened.
I've been to one at DEF CON one year, and it was somebody that I hung out with when I was like 12 on IRC, and I was like, "Holy crap, you're Mad Cow? I'm Mardwolf." Like, whoa.
Yeah, how do they even find? Like, well, how did they
found me
find you?
at Hack 5.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. But I still
Yeah,
remember,
it
like,
was-
all the IRC buddies I used to hang out with. I'm sure, Nth Mike and BioCow and N-Bomb and everybody else on IRC, like, is like, you have real relationships, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Oh,
like, to
absolutely.
run into each other in meet space is totally bizarre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'd love to. Like, I used to moderate a reality show board called Three Big Shows out of Canada, and I used to like I would just love to see like if there's anybody from that group that I could find. I don't even know. Like, no one even remembers it. I can't find anything about it online. It was like this really small, because the three big shows at the time were Survivor, Big Brother, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So I was like on that board, like, and like, it was a pretty decent sized board, but I don't know anybody. Like, I was just, it'd be cool to run into some people that would remember, like, that I was the mod there, and I don't know, it was fun.
That's cool.
Good times, man.
Online
All right.
communities are real communities.
Oh yeah.
And
They can be good, they could be bad, right?
Yeah.
They can keep farking on, or they can oust CEOs.
That's right.
Well,
That's all. You think about it. That's all Twitter is a big BBS, really.
Kind of.
My BBS let you post more than 140 characters.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's the chat board, right? It's that.
I know. Let's reinvent the chat room over and over. We will continue to reinvent IRC, FTP, and www until the end of time.
I'm sorry, I was just looking at the fact that Philip K. Dick's daughter attended the Man in the High Castle panel at San Diego Comic-Con.
What's this?
Let's do it. You ready?
What are we doing?
So ready. We're gonna call it. We're gonna have to find out about sports, obviously.
Sports?
Yes. Len and sports?
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, come on, Tom. You're the anchor of this thing. You should know.
Down to Len with sports.
Oh yeah, well the Cavs just signed LeBron James today, bringing the big three back together: Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love earlier this week, and LeBron James. Also, this is just Cleveland sports because I don't know anything else. I'm not really following anybody else. And who else? Iman Shumpert was signed this week. So the one holdout is J.R. Smith. What's going to happen with him? Who knows? But there's unfinished business in Cleveland, and it looks like Dan Gilbert is getting this team back together.
Well, we can hope so, Len. Thanks for that. Len will be back with more updates at 10:30. Now to Darren with weather.
The weather on the network here at the Hack 5 warehouse not looking so great. Sending pings to my favorite 8.8.8.8. Usually using about 32 bytes here, but somewhat truncated them to 3 time to live. They're not really making it past the gateway at this time. It's rather sad. I think the bits are just falling on the floor. Hopefully the networks run much smoother in your area.
I'll be taking my umbrella, Darren. That's it for Eyewitness Tech News, everybody. Have a good afternoon.